Hello my friends, Ahsoka here, and today we have a very special unboxing. So what we're looking at here is the DC Direct Superman Batman The Search for Kryptonite Series 7 Batman figure. So this is probably considered by many a grail item because it's a really beautiful figure that's really hard to find now. Well, I guess it's hard to find, it's very expensive to find. This guy goes for, up, I'd say between $150 to $200 typically. Well, maybe more between $100 and $200 depending on your luck. I got him for less than $80 on eBay. I sniped it really quickly. It popped up, and it's great because I was actually bidding on a used one that was already over $80, and then I saw this one popped up. Luckily, I had been outbid on the other one, and this one's brand new in the box. I got really lucky with this. So what makes this such a sought after figure? Well, it's just beautiful. It's a really awesome Batman figure. I think it's probably one of the best that DC Direct ever produced. I never got it. I passed on it when it was originally released. There are so many figures that I could have got that I didn't. I just sort of like, oh, I don't need another Batman figure, and I moved on. And lo and behold, years later, here I am searching for them on eBay. I think this figure was released, excuse me, about, at least 8 to 10 years ago. I mean, it's been a while, so he has been out for a long time. Sorry, the camera jiggled a little bit there. So yeah, and it's just a gorgeous figure. I mean, he is just, while I'm turning around, here's some of the other figures from the line. Sorry, my light's causing a little bit of a glare, or a lot of a glare. So there you can kind of see it there. So all the figures from this series were awesome. The Superman was really cool. I had that Superman for a while, and I think I traded it. I wish I didn't. He's not as expensive as the Batman, but now that I have this Batman, I'm going to have to obviously go get that Superman as well. So yeah, here he is. So I'm going to take him out of the package. I'm going to unbox him. And I know some of you are like, are you nuts? This is such a cool, expensive figure. You're going to take him out of the packaging? But guys, this is what I do. I open these figures so you don't have to. Well, that's not really true, but I hope you guys open your figures because I think they're a lot better outside of the packaging. But let's get to it. Let's get to the unboxing. So this particular figure is packaged in this sort of plastic clamshell, and it's funny because on the surface you would think that it's resealable, but it isn't. And I know because I've obviously been buying DC Direct for a long time, and I remember when they started doing these. I mean, it's cool that it protects the card, but it would have been really cool if they had somehow made these resealable so that you could actually take it out or something. I don't know what they were going for here, but I mean, the nice thing, it does really protect the card. So for collectors who are into keeping these figures in the package, it's really nice that they put these in plastic, I guess, so that you could keep them in the plastic. But that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to open it. So let's get to it. Let's try to do like a Y incision. I'm just kidding. I'm not a surgeon here, so I'm just going to ever so not delicately take them out. The card is actually an advertisement also, which we'll see in a second, for other figures. I'm so not graceful about opening figures. I don't know how you guys are, but yeah, I just sort of, there we go. So he's out. So first of all, let's take a look at this card, and I'll show you what I was talking about here. So it's actually a little advertisement for other figures in line. I really miss these. You know what I mean? This, well, some of you don't know what I mean because you're not old, but I miss having these sort of advertisements, little booklets for other figures. You know, this one shows the history of the DC Universe figures, the Justice Society figures, some really cool upcoming figures from DC Direct. Well, at this time anyways. And there's the old DC Direct logo. I really like that DC logo, that star logo that they used to have. And there's the back of it. So yeah, it's a nice little card. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to keep this, but it's a really nice little advertisement card thing. Alright, anyways, let's get to the figure. So, we got him out. There he is. Wow, look at him. He's gorgeous. He's untouched. Looks like we only got one twist off here. So that should be pretty easy to get undone. Maybe. Possibly. Oh, let's see. Really twisting off in there. If this goes on too long, I'll pause the video and come back. Oh, looks like I was doing it the wrong way. Got a little excited. Ah, there he goes. He's coming out nicely now. Oh, this twist off's a little son of a bitch. Look at him. Sorry for my cursing, but he's a little bit of a pain to get off. Okay, there we go. I got it. Let's rip him out. Ever so gently. Hopefully he survives the rip out. He did survive. So there he is. There is the Batman. Let's get this packaging out of the way. We gotta stand there. Hold on a sec. But let's take a look at him. Let's take a look at this guy. So let's move him back a little bit. Back and to the right. Alright. So he is, wow, really beautifully sculpted. Just everything about this figure is, I mean, the way the cape drapes, it's just awesome. Look at this guy. Look at the way he just kind of stands there posed. Let's bring him in. Let's take a look at the fine details of this figure. That's the packaging crumpling or decrumpling. Wow, look at that. Look at that shot right there, guys. Let's just linger right there for a minute, shall we? Alright. So there he is. Just a few more angles there. Let's pan down to the legs, the feet. There it is. Alright, let's look at the back of it. I love the back of it, the way the cape drapes. Really awesome. And now there he goes, getting fuzzy. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, articulation. So this is DC Direct from years ago, so the articulation isn't that great. You have some elbow, that's for shoulder movement, the elbows, some wrist articulation, some limited leg articulation, no ab crunch, head does not move up. So, very limited articulation. DC Direct, let's be honest, was never known for their articulation, especially in their earlier figures. But I am totally cool with that because this is exactly how he's going to be posed on my shelf. Just like this. So, I'm fine with that. Now, sorry I didn't have this ready, but let's compare him to some figures. Let's grab some stuff off the shelf here. Alright, let's grab the Grim Knight. So here's a very modern Batman figure to compare him to, so you can see how he holds up and how he is size-wise. And it's pretty good. I mean, DC Direct is a, they do make 7-inch scale figures, so it scales really well with our Grim Knight over here. And honestly, I mean, this Grim Knight is beautiful, but this old DC Direct figure still holds up. That's what I love about DC Direct, guys. DC Direct made beautiful big figures for over 20 years. They're not gone yet, but, again, this still bugs me that they're not going to be around anymore. But anyways, let me grab another figure to compare him to. Alright, so let's take a look at him next to Nightwing. Here's the DC Essentials Nightwing. Of course I'm going to move him closer. So there he is right there. So he scales really nicely with Nightwing. So this is a modern DC Direct figure. And this guy still scales really nicely even with a modern figure. So they look great together. So there you go. I'm get him kind of side by side, but yeah. So he looks good. He looks really good next to anything. So yeah, he is a really awesome figure. Again, you're buying this figure for the sculpt. It's really, I mean, his logo is almost Batman Begins-ish. Zoom a little bit closer now to get some more shots of him. So yeah, I think the face sculpt is awesome. You can move around a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it's just really beautifully sculpted figure. But again, Articulation is limited. He just comes with that batarang that I did not take out yet, but it's just awesome. It's a beautiful figure, beautifully crafted. Just kind of throw him back in there, put him next to Nightwing, and our Grim Knight over here. So I'm really happy that Todd decided to do 7-inch scale figures, because they go really nicely with all my DC Direct figures, and even the ones I'm buying now, they they look great next to them, scaled nicely. Grim Knight's about to topple over, so let me readjust him there. So there he is, folks. There he is. So I would highly recommend this figure, but of course he is super pricey, so this is probably more for the diehards. But yeah, I would definitely buy him sooner rather than later, because these figures are probably going to only keep increasing in value. DC Direct never really re-released many things. They had a couple of things they re-released through their like reactivated line and whatnot, but yeah, most of their figures were one and done. So if you can get them now, I would recommend it, because they will just keep going up in prices over the years. And that's it, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this review, this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed Batman Day. That was yesterday. When I'm recording this, it was yesterday. But yeah, and that's about it. Go ahead, and if you like this video, please subscribe. I would love it if you subscribe to my video. I would love to hear some nice constructive comments about this figure, what you guys think about this figure in particular. So yeah, please leave some comments. And that's a wrap, guys. Have a great day.